I'm sure the guys have already gone through the teams, but let's just have another look at that before we get the players out here on the pitch. Farnborough FC, their lineup is as follows. Adam Buffton is in goal. Number 2 is Luke King. 3, Lewis Farrell. 4, CJ Fern. 5 is Rob Bartley. 6, Nathan Oseni. 7, Michael Fernandez. 8, Manny Amore. 9, Connor Colcott. 10, Michael Campbell. And 11, Brett Cunningham. And so far substitutes only just 2 at the moment that I can see on the team sheets at the moment. He's Ethan Holland, number 12, and Kai Buckley, 14. The Kettering Town lineup for this afternoon: in goal, Paul White. 2, Caelan Thomas, as the wind blows my paper so I can't see it. 3, Ben Tosland. 4, Brett Solkin. 5, Gary Mulligan. 6, Orrin Pendley. 7, Lyndon Meikle. 8, Aaron O'Connor. 15, Matthew Stevens. 18, Michael Richards, and 11, Rhys Honers. On the bench for Kettering Town this afternoon: number 12, Liam Bateman. 14, Gary Storer. 9, Rene Howe. 10, Ben Milnes, and 17, Wilson Carvalho. Your referees and assistants this afternoon: your referee is Miss Sarah Garrett for the last game of the season, and your assistant referees are William Otway and Richard Cutts. As I said, join me in the up on the gantry this afternoon to this final game of the regular season, Ed Eden Palmer. Afternoon, Ed.
Good afternoon. It's, certainly a healthy crowd actually inside Latimer Park. Maybe had the result gone our way on Tuesday, we would have seen a few more, but it's not a bad turnout for a wet Saturday, a game which we, I'll be honest, this morning and certainly last night, I didn't think was going to be on. I've already said in the playoffs, I'm confident of beating Slough home or away.
Yes. Yeah, I
Weymouth
think
definitely at home. Away would not be enjoyable. Kings Lynn are our toughest.
But we'll try and keep you informed as much as we can as results elsewhere. But of course, our main attention is with this game here at Latimer Park. It's 0-0. They've only been playing a few minutes, and Lyndon Meikle with a decent strike, but it dipped it just a little too late, and it's gone over the top. And a decent effort from Lyndon Meikle. In here, the ball's out on the far side. It's a throw-in for Farnborough. Looks like it's going to be a long throw. It's into the box, coming into around the penalty area, and it's flicked on, and Kettering in trouble here, and they've conceded. It's a goal from the flick on from the long throw, and it's the number 7. It's Michael Fernandez who's given the visitors the lead, and a shock start here at Latimer Park with barely 10 minutes on the clock, Ed.
Yeah, not good at all for Kettering.
You'd still probably fancy Kings Lynn to win, I would have thought, but away at Cheshire. We've already said that they can be a bit of a bogey side for some of the bigger teams this season. But Kettering have got to get their own house in order here at the moment, because they're 1-0 down, and there's a good shot coming in there that wasn't far wide at all.
It was one of the things, the first header has got to be won. It wasn't won, and unfortunately he stuck it in the back of the net. Obviously bitterly disappointed at the moment, but you know, the lads are keen to do well.
Well, just sorry to interrupt you there. That was an interesting challenge. Well, the referees deemed that the goalkeeper's got the ball there.
Well, interestingly as well, Tom's saying about playing playoff finals and semi-finals here. If we look back over recent history, Kettering haven't actually got a great record playing at home in those.
They haven't. Just as the corner comes in, Penley can't get there. It'll come back out to Tosland, who'll put a first-time ball in.
That's a great... Oh, goodness me, that would have been a hell of a goal if that had sneaked in.
There's a chance here. Rhys Honus breaking forward, looking for an option. Callum Thomas has overlapped. He's tried a cute little back heel. He's got there, and Honus is still going through. Holds the play up back to Thomas, who needs to put something in. It doesn't get past the number 4. He'll have another go back to Rhys Honus. That's giving him a little bit of work to do. He does it well.
That's
not
better.
A bad ball in, just over everyone. It's headed
dear,
back
what
into
sort
the
of header's that?
Oh, and Stevens can't quite get there. Meikle gets a touch on it. That is a penalty.
That's a penalty. No idea what the keeper needed to come rushing out for that, but he did, and it's a penalty kick. Well, that was an extraordinary header leading up to that, Ed, wasn't it? From the number 8. From Manny Amore. Well, it's extraordinary. Headed it back into his own penalty area, virtually onto the penalty spot. And there's a yellow card
the goalkeeper,
for the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper's got in the book.
The Kettering Angel, Brett Solkin, to make it 22 league goals from the season for centre half.
Do you know what? I wouldn't want to be taking a penalty in there at the minute. It's a bit of a quagmire down there just at a minute. But Brett's the man. Brett's the man.
Perched it on a bit of mud that's just sitting up a little bit.
Yes.
So
here we go. 27 minutes played. Goal!
There!
1-0. Brett Solkin. Oh, he's just hurt himself there, hasn't he? He's limping now. What's he done? He's just scored a penalty and he's pulled up. He's looks like a
Well,
thigh. That
you
doesn't
heard
it?
there the muted response after the name was sent out, because there's concern everywhere, isn't there?
He's down. This is not good.
Does look like groin, doesn't it?
It does. I'm wondering if that's anything to do with the conditions.
He kicked the floor as he struck it.
Yeah. Did he slip? Was that the result of a slip, perhaps? Has he just gone to strike the ball because of the conditions? Well, I say Tom Marshall's going to go down and he's going to have a chat with Brett.
Wonderful pass. But this is where Farnborough's first goal came from.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly
Long
the same,
throw.
almost the same position as well. And again, it's flicked on at the near post. And it was the 4, and that's who flicked on the ball the first time. That's CJ Fern in all intents and purposes. And Fernandez can bring this away now for Farnborough. Kettering need to be on the guard. It's O'Connor who's back there doing defending. If he plays it, he's going to be offside. Takes a shot, and that's woefully wide. But Paul White not looking particularly happy with some of the defending in front of him there.
He seems to be all right, though. He's a big lad. He can deal with it.
He
does.
Yeah, and it's a good flick on as well. And Farnborough can find themselves in trouble here if Honus can find the right ball. He can't. It's been well defended so far. Ball back in. It's skidding along the surface. Oh, and you just thought that a Kettering Town player was going to get on the end of that, but didn't manage to. It's Tozen with it, right-footed. Oh my goodness me! Where's that ended up?
It's taken something off it. That's landed in the crowd.
Oh, it's in the crowd. But I guess only time will tell. But he's certainly not as disappointed as I thought he would be. So we get the second half underway. We've only just got our full quotas of all the staff down here. They've only just managed to get themselves here. John Ramshaw and I think that's Marcus Law just tucking into an orange or something very similar. And Paul Cook's joined me in the commentary position for the start of this second half. What's your opinion on that first half, Mr. Cook?
I think Kettering should be ahead on it. Lacks early start from the Poppies and conceding that early goal, but since then they've played quite well. Unfortunate about Sulkin. Rennie Howe comes in. O'Connor.
It's got to be a goal.
It's a goal. Yes, Aaron O'Connor, 31st goal of the season. I must get on commentary more often. In the net, 2-1.
46 minutes played, literally 40 odd seconds into the start of this second half. It was an overlap run from Rennie Howe, ball into the box. O'Connor thought he'd missed it for a minute. I thought he'd fluffed his lines, but he didn't. It looped up and it's gone into the back of the net. And within a minute of the restart here at Latimer Park, Kettering have got that 2-1 lead.
Well, he certainly must be in with a shout, as the Kettering Angel also must be as well. Brett
Oh,
Sulkin.
absolutely. Passing 500 league games this. Yes, there's another goal! Luke, and it's Matt Stevens, I think, who's managed to get that in. Yes, it is. He's away celebrating in the far corner. As we were just talking about the accolades of Aaron O'Connor and one or two others, Matt Stevens has put the Poppies 3-1 in front with a lovely loop that went over the top of the goalkeeper's head. Looked for a moment like might be going wide, but just caught the inside of the post. And it's fairly comfort street here for the moment for Kettering Town as they're 3-1 up, Mr. Cook.
Just heard the unfortunate news that Kings Lynn have gone 3-0 up at Chesham, so that is 99 goals for those as well, so they could rein in on the 100 as O'Connor comes through here. He's got 1-2, might try a shot, does
goal.
It, goes in,
Goal.
off the line, goal, but O'Connor will claim it, 4-1, Aaron O'Connor, 32.
There we go, one each at half time. We're only, 10 minutes in to this second half, and Kettering Town are now away with it.
120 goals for the season, fantastic. Only 2 more to go to equal the 1933, 1836, 1721 record.
Over 700 at Latimer Park. I must admit, I didn't think it was that many as Kettering looked to try and make it 5. And it's a decent stop this time by the Farnborough keeper, Adam Bufton. That towards the end of that first half, but they could make them pay here. Well, the 5th could Kettering. Tozen with it, that wonderful left foot of his. Let's hope I've not put the commentator's cursor. No, he's a really good ball into the box, and it is 5!
Matt Stevens, it came off Penley and Matt Stevens.
Yeah. Penley was there, and Stevens, I think, has got the final touch. But, it's easy street now for Kettering Town. It's 5-1. And we didn't see this coming at half-time, and I'm sure now that there will be chat about making changes, Cookie?
I did think, as we said earlier on, that this game might not go ahead due to the rain, but since around 1 o'clock it's not rained, or the rain has ceased as the ball comes in here. Number 2 gets underneath it. Mulligan, good save by Paul White, off the line. It goes in off Ben Tosland, I think. Nothing he can really do about it, but got the score back now to 4-2.
Or even 5-2.
Even 5-2.
It's a very, very scrappy affair, isn't it? And one that Paul White won't be happy to concede, but they've conceded, they have. And it's now Kettering Town 5, Farnborough 2. And of course we'll bring you all the final scores as well, and as to where Kettering will be playing on Wednesday night. At this moment in time, as my learned friend Ed Palmer alongside me has announced, it looks like it's going to be away at Slough on Wednesday, but there's still time for all that to change just yet. There's still time for Kettering to get a 6. Oh, that's a pullback! That's another penalty! It is indeed! Matt Stevens was pulled back, and Matt Stevens is going to take this, isn't he? Because he's looking at a hat-trick. And is that no? Is that the player that got yellow carded in the first half?
Number 2, yeah, it is King.
He really has got away with one there, hasn't he? Because he should have been off. Here's Matt Stevens for his hat-trick. Goal! And it's 6 to Kettering Town, and Matt Stevens has a hat-trick. What a great way to sign off at the end of the season. A hat-trick and 6 for Kettering.
Wow. Let's just talk about what that does to the rest of the playoff teams. They've just seen that Kettering Town, having had the disappointment on Tuesday, have just come back and scored 6 goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, but time ticking away. The final moments here at Latimer Park. Kettering Town 6, Farnborough 2. In what's been an outstanding and thoroughly professional performance from the Poppies in the second half. As the final whistle goes here, Marcus Law and his team go and shake the hands of their counterparts from Farnborough, and it's been a thoroughly well-deserved victory here. It was a bit dodgy in the first half, I have to be honest. Farnborough taking the lead very early on from Fernandez. Kettering getting themselves back into it from a penalty from Brett Solkin, who then went off injured. But from there on in the second half, Kettering Town took a command of the game within the opening 30-40 seconds of the second half, and Kettering never looked back, and they've ended up running out comfortable winners here.